For every generation, there is either a loved streamer or one that's hated by everyone. Starting with Gen Alpha's Nokizi CSP, better known as Kizzy, who would become one of Kick's most controversial streamers after harassing strangers for content. Back in April 2024, Kizzy would spark outrage after walking through a restaurant on stream and shockingly putting his hand into a woman's food. However, Kizzy's obnoxious prank didn't go as planned, as the woman would immediately confront him.
What the f? Put your hand in my food again, and I'm throwing all of your phones.
Hey, you're not touching our phone.
Don't put your hand in my food again. Do not do that. You don't do that to people.
Who do you think you are? Who do you think you
Stop filming me.
And once the stream started to spread across the internet, it didn't take long before viewers began calling out his disrespectful behavior. These kids need to be taught a lesson. This isn't a streamer, this is a loser with a camera. But despite the backlash, Kizzy's antics wouldn't stop anytime soon, as more footage from that same period would later surface showing just how far he was willing to go for internet reactions.
What are you doing? What up? Yeah, what up? What up? Yeah, what up?
what up?
Yeah, what up?
Watch out! Watch out!
Damn!
Let's go!
And as if assaulting someone wasn't bad enough, he was later caught smoking with a stranger on stream while apparently still only being 14 years old at the time.
Someone's f***ing your bitch.
Do these kids not have parents? Who lets their kid do any of this shit? Following this series of controversies, Kizzy's Kick account would be permanently deleted, leaving that short April run as the moment that turned him into one of Gen Alpha's most hated streamers. But while Kizzy became hated for harassing strangers in public, Gen Alpha streamer Keith Towers G would be loved for building his small Fortnite community in the most respectable way. Launching his Fortnite journey at just 13, Keith Towers would build his content around high-energy streams, where his dream of going pro gave viewers someone easy to root for.
Oh my god, it's a 1v1! It's a 1v1, I got this! Oh my god, I can't. I got height! Let's go!
And with his goal clear from the start, viewers would quickly start showing him complete support. As a grandfather, I am very proud of Keith for his discipline and his focus on achieving his goals. Keep it up, Keith, and you will have a successful career in whatever you set out to do. But Keith's content would go far beyond regular streams, as his videos began showing the routine behind a young creator balancing school and competitive Fortnite.
It is officially 1 p.m. This is where things start to get fun throughout my day. Usually, when it comes to 1 p.m., I like to get my clothes ready for streaming, of course. Streaming is one of my favorite hobbies, as it really, gets me out of my comfort zone and gets to talk to new people.
And with that kind of dedication, his warm community would continue supporting him however they could, proving that even a smaller creator can still be loved for the right reasons. Congratulations, you're a very disciplined and organized young man. A great balance to your day. Great job. I like your videos so much, you made my day. However, at almost 20,000 subscribers and 5,000 followers on Twitch, Keith's journey is still just beginning, with his support continuing to grow, making him one of the most loved streamers of his generation. A sharp contrast to Gen Z streamer Rakai, whose repeated controversies and disrespectful behavior would make him one of the most genuinely hated creators on Twitch. Back in June 2025, Rakai would come under heavy fire after a stream showed him looking down at his phone while driving.
Huh? I said don't drive too fast, it's raining like crazy. I can't see. Keep this warm. Huh?
Prompting massive backlash from the internet. He's just full on eyes down, distracted from the road for a good 7 seconds straight. He's not even darting his attention back and forth between the road and phone. He's gonna unalive or seriously injure someone. And unsurprisingly, 2 days after the driving incident, Twitch would respond with a ban, but Rakai wouldn't stay out of trouble for long, as a December 2025 Walmart stream pushed the backlash even further.
We should get this to somebody. Have a beautiful day.
You too?
I got it for you.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
God bless you.
Did you already pay for them?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, thank you.
All right, have a good day. God bless you.
All right, bye-bye.
Soon after the clip went viral, people were immediately repulsed by Rakai's behavior, eventually leading Twitch to impose a 2-year ban on his account, forcing him to upload a video in response.
We in Walmart. I handed the girl the flowers. I said, here, but I didn't buy them, right? I handed the flowers. I told my assistant, I said, yo, tell her that I didn't buy it, put it back. but I didn't show it on stream. So you feel me? I get where Twitch is coming from, bro.
And while Rakai later claimed the flowers were meant to be returned, viewers weren't exactly convinced. Imagine being so absolutely void of a brain that you ruin generational wealth because you think it's content to steal and harass people. Could've just sat his in a house like Kai and got paid enough to last a lifetime. However, things would take a much more serious turn in March 2026 when Rakai leaked the private contact information of popular basketball star LaMelo Ball on stream. Forcing Twitch to reward him yet again with a 30-day ban. But even that wouldn't be the end, as just weeks later, a clip from MrBeast's $1 million streamer challenge surfaced, where Rakai could be seen disrespecting Spanish creator El Rubius after eliminating him.
Ain't no way. He's good at the throws.
He's emoting on him.
A toda mi comunidad.
Justice, 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 justice.
Cállate, niño, anda. Cállate, niño. Niño, cállate.
But trolling Rubius wouldn't be the only moment viewers had a problem with, as Rakai was earlier in the video seen using fellow streamer Abraham as a shield during a challenge, causing his elimination. Following this, another argument would break out after Mari called Rakai bad energy, leading him to fire back during a heated stream.
No, Mari girl, Mari. Suck my you ugly bitch. Fuck you. Cause that's what that was right there. It's fuck you. Because I'm looking back at the clips. I'm looking back at what she was saying and all this bad energy and shit. I was like, wow.
And as you can imagine, this constant reckless behavior would only stir up more backlash, where the majority of comments on MrBeast's video were solely targeting Rakai. Separated by nations, united by hate for Rakai. Rakai is like that classmate everyone hates. Rakai is the type of person no one would want at a party. Ultimately, despite everything, Rakai remains active across social media, still posting controversial content, but his reputation has been severely damaged. But while Rakai became hated for constantly crossing the line on stream, Gen Z streamer Queso would become loved for the exact opposite reason, making viewers feel safe with his laid-back personality. Rising to fame as one of Twitch's biggest variety streamers, Queso would become known for his loud reactions and natural humor, where his streams became the kind of place fans could relax after school or work.
Name something people do and think to themselves, I wish I had done this years ago.
Never played this game! That's what I wish!
But what really made Queso different was how he always put his fans first, as in October 2025, he would be seen pausing gameplay during ads so non-subscribers wouldn't miss any important story moments.
I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. $8 be adding up, and if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. That's life.
And while some viewers complained, Queso made it clear that not everyone could afford to pay just to keep up with the stream.
So you got $8 a month? Okay, if you got it like that, give 10 people who ain't got no sub a sub then, since you got it like that. Oh, it's only $8 a month? Gift 100 people who ain't got no sub a sub then. You got it like that.
You don't see rare ones like him anymore. You love to see it. I love him so bad. He's genuinely the best male streamer. I really appreciate how considerate he is to his fans who don't have the money. Even more impressively, in 2026, his mother would reveal that Queso had turned down $1 million deals that didn't fit his community, only for fans to show that same love back when a life-sized plush of Queso arrived on stream and completely caught him off guard.
This thing is indescribably huge.
Following everything, Queso stands as one of the rare giants of streaming, winning both Content Creator of the Year and Best Variety Streamer awards in 2024. Then, going on to win Gamer of the Year and Best Variety Streamer again the following year, clearly cementing his place as one of the most loved streamers of his generation. But unlike Queso, who remains adored by fans, millennial streamer Dr. Disrespect would lose all respect from fans after the reason behind his Twitch ban came back to haunt him. Back in June 2020, one of the biggest faces on Twitch at the time would leave viewers in disbelief after being suddenly banned from the platform with no clear explanation.
I appreciate everyone watching today.
It in the backyard. Who is going to be looking?
We'll get through this Champions Clip. I know it's a tough.
Because I don't know this one well.
Life's weird right now.
From there, Doc would make his way over to YouTube, but when pressed by fans about what really happened, his response only added to the confusion.
We have no idea. Yeah, right, dude. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm not buying that one. Bunch of phonies. And I'm going to tell you this right now. As far as I'm concerned, we didn't do anything to warrant a ban, let alone how they went about banning us.
And that uncertainty would linger for years, until June 2024, when former Twitch employee Cody Connors would post the alleged reason behind Doc's ban. He got banned because he got caught sexting a minor in the then existing Twitch Whispers product. He was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. Case closed, gang. Now, with the allegations out in the open, horrified fans would begin ripping him apart. Hey Doc, I heard you like him young. Certified YouTube streamer, certified PDF file. But unsurprisingly, some fans weren't buying the allegations and demanded proof, saying insane that after years of radio silence, speculation, and everything else under the sun to try and stomp on this. This tweet comes out of nowhere about Doc not jumping out the windows just yet, but if this is found out to be true, oh boy. And Doc wouldn't stay silent for long, responding in a tweet reading, "Seriously, I get it, it's a hot topic, but this has been settled, no wrongdoing was acknowledged, and they paid out the whole contract." However, that response didn't hold for long, as just 3 days later, he would make a shocking statement. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. And almost immediately, this prompted widespread backlash across the internet, even getting Penguin Zero to call him out on the matter.
An adult communicating inappropriately with a minor is bad. Full stop. It's inexcusable. No matter how you spin it, that is a horrible thing.
But just when it seemed like the situation had reached its peak, more consequences would pile up, as Midnight Society, his co-founded gaming company, would publicly cut ties with him before YouTube eventually demonetized his channel. Following this, in September 2024, Doc would inevitably try to defend himself during a return stream.
I'll say it again. Neither I nor the Twitch user exchanged any sexual graphic messages or images. Cody Connors and these other anonymous sources are trying to paint a picture that I was exchanging sexually explicit messages and photos with this Twitch user. That never happened. I even used the word inappropriate purposely. And look at how it's defined by everyone, champs.
However, seeing as his YouTube return made him look more defiant than remorseful, Doc would eventually take his comeback to Rumble, joining its gaming division.
Welcome to Rumble.
But despite this desperate attempt to move on, the controversy still follows his name to this very day. Dr. Disrespect really went from .doc to .pdf. Dr. Disregard the age of consent. After everything, YouTube would shockingly remonetize Doc's channel, and while he now streams across YouTube and Rumble, the admission he spent years avoiding now defines how millions of people see him. A complete contrast to fellow millennial streamer Etika, whose legacy only grows stronger even after his tragic passing. Originally rising to fame in the 2010s, Desmond Amafa, known online as Etika, would become loved for his explosive Nintendo and Smash reactions, turning simple game reveals into some of the most iconic moments in his community.
Time for a special announcement.
Okay, I'm ready.
And with Etika's contagious energy, his fans, known as the Joy-Con Boys, would eventually become one of the most recognizable communities in gaming.
Please refrain. We are those men. What's up, boys? What's up? Y'all ain't no men. Y'all niggas ain't no men. Y'all them boys, man.
And while the Joy-Con Boys kept rising, Etika would go on to pass 1.3 million combined subscribers and 146 million views across his YouTube channels. But sadly, everything would take a heartbreaking turn in June 2019, when Etika was reported missing before truly devastating news about him broke out online.
A YouTube star who went missing last week has been found dead. Police pulled the body of Desmond Amofa, better known as Etika, from the East River yesterday. They found him near the South Street Seaport. The 29-year-old went missing last week after posting a video apologizing to people he says he let down and saying it was a fun life.
Not long after this devastating news, tributes instantly began pouring in from across the internet, with fans making sure the joy he brought to gaming would never be forgotten. He was one of the realest dudes on the platform. RIP Desmond, you were one of a kind. A gamer lost, but never forgotten. And by November 2019, a massive mural would be created in Brooklyn to honor him, giving fans a real place to remember someone who meant so much to them.
Who are they? Who are the Joy-Con Boys?
So the Joy-Con Boys is the community that Etika brought together. It
It's mainly, of course, Nintendo fans, like people that were fans of Nintendo.
And eventually, fans could even find the mural in Pokemon Go, clearly leaving behind a legacy that will continue to be cherished to this very day. But while Etika's legacy continues to inspire the streaming community, Gen X creator Boogie2988 would become widely hated after making a very disturbing joke at the worst possible time. In June 2019, while fans were still desperately hoping Etika would be found safe, Boogie would make an extremely insensitive joke about him appearing as a killer during a fake murder mystery stream.
They're gonna figure out this is the new series where we get murdered on live stream and then it's actually interactive murder mystery.
And then
interactive game.
and then the phone hits the ground and Etika shows up and goes, "Surprise!"
Yeah,
and like Smash Brothers,
and then it's up to the viewers to track across multiple channels where Etika the murderer is to seek vindication for our deaths.
And with the internet already fearing the worst, many were disgusted by how lightly Boogie treated the situation. Dude sucks at humor. Holy shit. He tweeted about how much he cared the other day too. Keep Etika's name out of your fucking mouth, Boogie. Worse, Boogie's controversies would move offline in September 2020 when he confronted internet troll Frank Hassel, who had blamed Boogie for helping get his channel taken down before showing up at his home.
Come on, you fucking pussy, what's the deal?
You fat fucking This guy's about to kill somebody right in front of you.
And with police now involved, a warrant would be issued for Boogie in May 2021, eventually pushing Boogie to return with an update of his own.
No, I'm not going to jail. Obviously, I'm not going to jail. Did I f up? Yeah, I did. Should I have ever been put in that situation to begin with? No. The state, the judge, everyone obviously understood that.
But despite walking away from one of the wildest moments of his career, Boogie would make matters even worse in June 2024, proving he hadn't learned his lesson by promoting a meme coin called Fatty.
True happiness comes from a goldfish, from the same woman a couple of nights a month, and the occasional meme coin. Fatty for life.
However, things wouldn't go as planned, as within hours, scam investigator CoffeeZilla would expose how quickly the coin had crashed.
Today I confronted Boogie2988 on a crypto pump and dump he did, where he got paid $10,000 to promote a coin, and he said that he thought that just because he said, hey, don't buy this unless you're rich, that nobody was going to put their money in. A few hours later, $3 million worth of trading volume had been done.
Eventually going on to confront Boogie about the whole situation.
Your coin that you told no one to buy is being bought, unsurprisingly, and now it is worth something. Are you then going to sell that too? If you get a hold of it, are you going to sell it?
No, I will not sell. I won't be able to get a hold of it. I don't have a wallet anymore.
Well, they can just sell it for you. They can just make money for you. Are you going to take it?
If I'm being genuine with you, and I do want to be genuine with you and the rest of the internet, I'm in pretty dire need of money. I have a lot of medical bills, and I'm fighting cancer.
And this shocking revelation would soon start to spark concern across the internet, but due to his already troubling past, not everyone was buying it, leading YouTuber Destiny to pick apart his story during a live stream.
2 years ago, you said that you had a cancer diagnosis, but now you just said now they're doing a biopsy to check for cancer.
Confirmation.
Is this false MD? Are we treating a blood cancer without actually confirming it yet? For 2 years, you've been having a cancer treatment without confirming there's actually cancer there?
But by this point, even longtime Boogie fans were starting to doubt him, especially when he wouldn't show proof with money on the table.
If Boogie can confirm, that he has polycythemia vera, and he actually has like a doctor confirmation of the blood cancer, I'll throw $5,000 towards his medical treatment. I'll make that personal pledge right now.
You need the money. You're not seeing my medical records for 20, not for 50. You're not seeing my medical.
And as Destiny kept pressing, Boogie would eventually admit he should never have presented the diagnosis before it was confirmed.
In the video, I was told by my doctor that I have polycythemia vera, and we're treating you for polycythemia vera.
He might have uttered those words, maybe. He might, I'm sure he said polycythemia, maybe. And he might have even said polycythemia vera. He never told you that you had cancer, though.
That's fair. That's true. I had to Google that.
Okay, yes.
The doctor never said, Boogie, you have cancer. He said, Boogie, you are a cancer. Boogie just looks defeated. That's the look and voice of a man who's been caught doing something they know is locked up and universally condemned. Now, with the entire internet against him, Boogie would accept one of the most humiliating punishments of his career.
This is wild. This is like a moment in YouTube history, people. So let's soak it in. Let's soak it in for a minute.
Following this, Boogie never fully disappeared, but after years of broken trust and several controversies, this tattoo became the perfect symbol of how far his credibility has fallen, cementing his status as one of Gen X's most hated streamers. However, the same thing can't be said about Gen X streamer Grandma Lalafell, who would become loved for turning her Final Fantasy XIV streams into a warm, inclusive space for her small community. Starting back in 2007, Grandma Lalafell would discover a love for online games, soon bringing that same warmth into her Final Fantasy XIV streams.
Aren't you supposed to be on your honeymoon?
And with her positive, grandmotherly energy at the heart of her streams, she would reach a much wider audience in March 2025 after a video of her kindness began spreading online.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Grandma's channel, baby. How are you doing? Aww. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, kind of Pingu. Happy birthday to you and many more.
I love elder streamers. They're so precious. We must protect them. That is all our grandma now. And soon enough, that warmth would go far beyond comments, helping Grandma Lalafell reach a combined 320,000 followers across all social media. Even now, Grandma Lalafell continues going live with her community, proving how a smaller streamer can become deeply loved without constantly riding the controversy train. Something boomer creator Queen Cheryl isn't too familiar with, becoming one of the internet's most polarizing figures. First going viral in 2021, Queen Cheryl would instantly spark massive backlash online due to her shocking 37-year age gap relationship with her boyfriend Karan.
This is Karan. He fell in love with Cheryl.
I can't keep her hands off me. She get me aroused, I'm telling you, it happens so often. Lord, yo.
And while the couple seemed to be happy with their questionable relationship, as you can imagine, many viewers were not so pleased. That's not love, that's a fetish. She fits to be his great-grandmother. But despite the online roasting, Cheryl and Karan would show no signs of slowing down, taking their relationship all the way to a wedding in September 2021.
Our friends are married.
However, soon after their wedding, Karan's name would be tied to something far more serious, as police accused him of staging car crashes for insurance money over multiple years. Worse, Cheryl and Karan would keep turning their private life into content, announcing they were trying to have a baby through a surrogate.
Yes, we are having a baby. But Cheryl is not pregnant. That's a lot of things that y'all don't understand. We have a surrogate. A surrogate is someone who carries the baby for someone who's incapable of having children.
But viewers weren't convinced. You've been saying this lie for like 3 or 4 years now. No one believes it. And not long after, Cheryl and Karan would claim their surrogate no longer wanted to go through with it before trying to save their damaged reputation with a women's and kids shelter announcement.
Hello.
We're at the women's shelter that we got.
That's in Adairsville, Georgia. We are in the process of restoring it and bringing it back to life so we can bring something back to the community.
But instead of fixing their image, the announcement would immediately backfire after Charlie Miller, an Adairsville community member who had direct contact with the property owner of the house, announced this. There has been a lot of static in circulation recently of a couple in Rome, GA, who had posted a video of a large building in Adairsville that they claimed to have, and were turning into a women and children's shelter. They did not purchase this property, they did not lease this property, nor were they ever in contact for this property. He has repeatedly requested that the video of them soliciting money for the property be removed to no avail. And after getting caught red-handed, Cheryl's reputation would only keep going downhill, with her disturbing shock value content and messy surrogacy drama tying her name to backlash ever since. A direct contrast to boomer streamer RS Glory and Gold, whose RuneScape community remembers him with nothing but love long after his final stream. Popularly known online as RS Glory and Gold, Tony Winchester would become loved for his RuneScape streams back in 2015, where his loud Yahoo catchphrase made fans feel instantly at home.
RuneScaper's the best. RuneScaper's the best. Yahoo! Yahoo!
And with Tony showing up for the same game year after year, the RuneScape community made it clear he was one of their own. I just found out about this guy, and he's already my favorite person ever. I hope I am even half as nice and awesome as him when I am old. This man deserves Streamer of the Decade, but despite all this love, one of the darkest moments for Tony would come in 2016, when Keemstar made a disturbing accusation against him.
John Phillips, 54, of Finchburg, Massachusetts, is accused of having sex with a 13-year-old Michigan girl who was his bride in an online role-playing game. Now, John was arrested for this, and he recently got out of jail, and the first thing he did was stream RuneScape on Twitch.
However, just hours later, after getting bashed on the internet for falsely accusing Tony, Keemstar would upload an apology video.
This guy didn't fucking do anything. He didn't do anything wrong. And because of me, he was harassed for about 2 hours. I want to fix it. I want to apologize. I want to talk to this guy, Tony, and see if there's anything I can do.
But despite this apology, the damage had already been done, leaving Tony heartbroken.
But now that the whole thing's cleared up, and you guys know I'm a good guy, I'd like to go take a break. I don't want his money. I don't want his apology. Because, you know, I know who and what I am, and my real friends know who and what I am, and they stuck by me.
And after seeing Tony's reaction, viewers were even more furious. You falsely accused somebody of being a PDF file and made all of your idiot fans harass him and give him death threats to the point of making him cry. Just seeing this old man, who I didn't even know, cry made me very sad and made me start to cry as well. I'm never going to forgive you for this or ever believe anything you say or do from this point forward. Following this, Tony would bounce back from these false accusations and continue to stream and grow his RuneScape community for the next 6 years. However, this would soon take a tragic turn as he started to share updates about his battle with cancer. And with fans rallying around him, Tony's community would eventually raise over $42,000 through his GoFundMe. But tragically, only months later, Tony would sadly pass away, leaving his fans heartbroken. Rest in peace, King. You will forever remain an inspiration. Thank you, Tony. You had such a gentle and kind soul. We all miss you so much. Love you, big guy. And even after his passing, Tony is still honored to this very day, where RuneScape fans continue remembering the years he gave to the game, leaving RS Glory and Gold as one of the community's most adored streamers. But unlike Tony, whose legacy was built on love, Silent Gen creator Featureman's legacy would be completely shattered after his disturbing past came back to haunt him. Back in 2020, Tom Willett would gain internet recognition by posting simple food videos, quickly becoming the kind of comforting older creator viewers trusted. However, in 2023, this image would collapse when old court records resurfaced online, exposing convictions involving minor boys. Thomas Willett is accused of having unnatural relations 3 times in November and December of 1973 with a 14-year-old boy to whose case he had been assigned. And as the news did rounds on the internet, fans were left in complete disgust. What a gut punch all this is. I thought he was a wholesome old guy, far from it. It hurts to believe it's true, but the evidence doesn't lie. And with the backlash spreading fast, Tom would go on to upload a video trying to explain the old case himself.
About 1977, I became involved with the court system once again. I was arrested. I was tried, I was convicted by a jury, and I was sentenced. Now there's a YouTube attorney wannabe who thinks that something had happened 45 years. Is there anyone else out there who's got 45 years of a clean record and I haven't sneezed in public or anything? I mean, let's be sensible about this.
But after seeing Tom undermine his past actions, as you can imagine, fans weren't too happy. This is sick. I wish he could be resentenced and rot in prison for the remainder of his life. This is f***ed up. Goes to show you can never tell with some people, I guess. Following the outrage, Tom would surprisingly delete the video entirely, but by that point, the damage had already been done, leaving his reputation completely destroyed. A completely different story to Silent Gen streamer Hamako Mori, who turned a lifetime of gaming into visible proof that no matter your age, it's never too late to achieve your dreams. First launching her YouTube channel in 2015, Hamako Mori, widely known as Gamer Grandma, would become famous for playing video games like GTA and Resident Evil. And this dedication to gaming didn't go unnoticed, as she would eventually go on to earn herself a Guinness World Record in 2019 for the oldest female video game YouTuber.
バラ色だってこれでねやったらねみんな年寄りもやると楽しくてねいいだろうなと思ってますよね今でも。
Even more impressively, Hamako had been gaming since 1981, making viewers root for her even more. The perfect grandma doesn't exist. This grandma, hold my controller. Every gamer has to have respect towards her. But despite this praise, as time went on, her adored Resident Evil 4 playthrough would suddenly stop, eventually leading to her disappearance from YouTube for 4 whole years. And while fans were left worrying about what happened, she would unexpectedly make a return in 2026 to explain where she had been.
I used to play video games, but I don't anymore. I broke my hip and leg bones. So now, I can't walk or stand. I have to rely on someone who can't do it all by myself to support me. When I think to myself, I can definitely get better, and I have that confidence. So from now on, I'll do my best to fix it. I did this.
But despite the difficult update, viewers were relieved just to see her again. Wow, I'm genuinely so happy just knowing you're alive, that's all I need. I've been wondering what happened to you for a while now. I'm so happy to see your face. As of today, Hamako Mori remains one of the internet's most beloved older gamers, with her Guinness World Record and emotional return proving why her story still inspires viewers across all generations. Ultimately, every streamer we've talked about proves that age never protects a creator from consequences, because every generation of the internet still decides who gets remembered with love and who never gets forgiven. And it's not just streamers where these rules apply, as the same goes for some of the most popular YouTubers. Click the video on screen now to see the most hated versus most loved YouTubers from every generation.